And so we do not use water in our vegetables, and I will show you the reason why. Can anyone tell me what is the orange in this vegetable?
Is it vitamins?
It's our vitamins, that's right. It's also our minerals, and it's also the flavor. The last lady who was just here, she could not believe that how quickly the orange and all the minerals came out in a minute, that was in there, and that's not a good thing. So, I hate having a camera in front of me. It's really
What's that?
I hate the camera.
It's a necessary evil, though.
I understand.
We need it to help you get better. Without it, we can't do anything for you.
And I appreciate it, but I just feel, yeah, it's very difficult. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the vegetables.
Yeah.
And this is an induction, so please know that you can use the cookware on the induction. That's my biggest question I receive. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and prepare vegetables, and this is All-Clad. This is our competitor. Now you'll notice that they have rivets in their cookware, and that's where the bacteria grows. They also have the handles over here, and that's where you have the hot. You will also need a pot holder, and so that's not fun to always have to need a pot holder for those. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and prepare this. We're going to go ahead and put the carrots in there. We're going to put a little water in there. And we're going to go ahead and let those boil. Got a little cabbage in there. Let's go ahead and take that out. And as soon as these carrots are ready, we're going to go ahead and take them off the burner here. Tim, would you be willing to be my helper and let me know when we get some paper in here?
Sure, yeah.
It's kind of hard to know outside because of that background there. Kind of gets a little lost, but that's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and bring this forward. This is called our kitchen cutter. And with the kitchen cutter, you can go ahead and make... I just put all those in there, didn't I?
Let's start with some more carrots. One more carrot.
We have our carrots. And so this makes it really simple. You can do all of your ruffle cuts if anybody would like to do make any potato chips, or just have a salad, have a little crunchy there in your salad. See how pretty they come out. Have the ruffles. Hello. And then, does anybody like to have... Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good.
You're welcome to come join me. I've got some seats here. It's all ready. How you doing? I put that in there wrong. How's it going, guys? Anyway, who likes to have a stir fry? Does anybody like their
I like stir fry. I love stir fry.
Our stir fry. The stir fry is great in here. So what I am going to do is I am going to put our little ruffle cone in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the ruffle cone in here. That way you can see how well it makes stir fry, how well it does, how well you can make hash browns. Does anybody like hash browns? We have our hash browns. I usually have all of this ready. I don't know why I don't have that ready. And we have our zucchini. So we have the soft vegetables, they come up front, and the harder vegetables we put here in the back. The only place we don't put anything is down here with your fingers, because if you put them in down here, you're going to have some finger food, or as we like to call, chef salad. And so, everybody, please keep your eye out and don't put your hands down over here where your food goes, okay? All right, who likes to have onion? Does anybody like onion? All right. Now, do you like cutting onion? I find a lot of people don't like
cutting onion. It's horrible.
Right, because it burns your eyes, right? And you get all teary. Well, that's no fun. Did you know that the top 3 layers of an onion, that is where the gases are that cause our eyes to burn. And so, if you don't use those, then you will not be crying anymore. And so what we do, we just cut it. It'll let the machine do all the work, And those top 3 layers, you just throw them away, let those tears go down the trash instead of in your eyes. Now, does anybody like coleslaw? Coleslaw, all right. Everyone
Love your smile, love your energy. You really, it's wonderful. You're doing great. You've got what it takes to do this.
Think so?
I really do. What you have right now, you have the raw smile energy. You're super nice. You're super approachable. We just got to get you on track with all the bits and pieces.
Yes.
You have the main building blocks right here, right here. That perpetual smile you have and that really bright, cheery personality. You know what? You've got it. We've just got to get you going on the right direction. So keep going. You're going to be great, and don't worry about the camera, okay?
Okay.
And why'd you turn that off?
Because it's starting to vapor.
Okay,
let's carrots in here.
Keep it on. I don't see enough of a vapor coming out of there, though.
Oh, okay. Should it be spitting?
Yeah. Can you? No. Can you spin it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then we're ready to go. Then so go ahead and take them off, and then keep your show going. Okay.
Okay, so we saw the vapor in here, so we're just going to, let's go ahead and swap out our carrots, and then we will be okay. Go ahead and turn that on, and we're going to put it at the same temperature. We're going to go ahead and boil our carrots. In the meantime, we're going to let our vegetables, without the water, remember, they have no water. Without the water, they're going to keep cooking. This will stay hot for a whole hour, so you can just let it do its thing and let it cook, and then you'll be fine. In the meantime, let's get back to the coleslaw. A lot of us like coleslaw, and so we have our coleslaw. What we find with coleslaw is it's not the easiest thing in the world to cut, but when you put it on here, is that not the quickest coleslaw you've ever seen? You don't even have to work. You just turn the crank and all of a sudden you're done. There you go. And occasionally you'll get a little big piece. Just take it out. It's not a big deal. It's big enough. And all the fine, it's big enough out of the fine cabbage, and so it'll be no problem at all. Also, we have our purple cabbage. Does anybody know, has anyone priced purple cabbage compared to the green cabbage? The purple cabbage, it has 3 times the amount of vitamins, and that's where all of the good vitamins are, which is better than the green, but they don't put a lot in because it costs 3 times as much, and so because it costs 3 times as much, they're kind of skimpy on it, aren't they? That's right. And so see how pretty it comes out? Come enjoy, Claudette. And so we just want something to be simple. The reason what we have here is this replaces all our cutters that we have. We all have these, but you know what? Ours, they don't come with Band-Aids. So you can leave the Band-Aids in your drawer. We'll go ahead and just eat the food instead of our fingers. Does anybody like celery? Hello? We have celery here. Does anybody like to eat the strings on their celery?
No, I don't.
Nobody likes strings. Well, watch something cool over here. We're just going to put the celery down the back over here. And look what happens on the other side. Oops. Hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. It's kind of funny. Anyway.
Don't overboil your carrots. Is the water almost gone or is it still boiling? Okay.
They're still boiling.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Thank you. There's the celery. Look at this. So this is our strings. Dental floss, anybody?
I don't speak English.
Oh, well, that's okay. You still to celery. In the meantime, what else do I have? Oh, butternut squash. We have does anybody know what cheese plant is?
Cheese plant? No, I don't.
We have
What's
cheese plant here. This is actually butter squash. Butternut squash. Who likes to cut butternut squash?
No fun.
Isn't that hard? We find that it's not an easy thing to do, and so we'll just put our little cone on. Put our butternut squash in here. Just spin it. Look what happens. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Because you know
That's
how hard
awesome.
it is. It's so hard. And then look. You can go ahead and clean it out on the front side. There you go. Here, don't put your fingers back there, okay? And then look how easy it is to clean. Does anybody have any food processors? When I was a kid, my mom had a food processor. She bought a $500 food processor, and with that, I got to do all the dishes, and it took me a good 10 minutes to clean up that $500 food processor because there were so many parts, and you had to wash each part. You had to take each part away, put it aside, and dry it off really well. But then, with this one, all you need to do is you need to rinse it and make sure you dry it real well.
Are you done with your knife and your cutting board?
Yes.
Get it out of there.
Thank you.
Move it out.
Okay.
Keep cleaning. Keep this place really tidy.
Okay.
Okay.
I know. Oh, 279? 279. 279. That? And you get 4. You get for 1, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4 for yeah. For 4 of these and this. It's 279. Do you want me to write it? Oops. Oh, I forgot to do that part.
Well, then, you know. Okay.
Okay? Yes. You're welcome.
We're on.
Keep going.
Okay. Oh, I dropped. Got my arteries. Okay. Thank you. As far as the cleaning up, you can really tell with the big counter now.
Yeah. Keep talking. Your show's running on. Now you got a crowd of people here. Okay.
Hey, how's it going? So when you use your kitchen cutter, you just dry it really well, put it away, and you're all set. You don't have to do any more than that. And look, I made a whole salad in what, 3 minutes? 2 minutes?
About 3 minutes. Awesome. Awesome.
That's great. That's right. And again, you just wipe it out, and you're absolutely fine. You don't even have to do anything more than that.
Why is that out here? Why's that out?
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. It fell on the floor.
Okay.
And so you don't need to do any more than that. You just need to wipe it down, keep it out on the kitchen counter, and you're all set because you don't want it to get stuck down under your counter with all in the graveyard that we have, that little kitchen graveyard underneath the counter. We find we never use what we need.
You can leave that in there now.
Can I leave that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Does anybody know what this is? Do you know what
Okay, are you done with your salad?
Yes.
It should go away.
Okay.
Either off to the side or someplace, cover it up with a piece of paper towel.
Okay.
And then put it someplace out of view. Okay.
That sounds
Yeah.
good. I'm going to put it over here for now. Oh. Yeah. It gets so tiny in here. Okay.
Yeah. Now your kitchen cutter should go off to the side so they can see you. Okay. So it's
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody know what this is?
And if you're done with your veggies, you can get rid of them too. But for now, just leave them up there. But you want to make sure this area keeps nice and clean and uncluttered. Okay. So leave them up there for now. You're good. Okay.
Thank you. This is what we have. We call this death of an artery. We come into the world and we have nice, clean arteries. And then as we age, we get a little bit more. We have a quarter, we get a half, we get a whole, and now we need surgery. Nobody wants surgery because who likes going there and being in a hospital? Anyway, does anybody know how old the typical American is when they hit a quarter full in their arteries?
50.
Right, it used to be about 40 back in the day, but now it's age 10 to 12. That's the most amazing thing. It's all McDonald's, microwaves, going out to eat all the time. It really is catching up with the Americans, and they are getting sick younger and younger. And so we just want to say, please, it's okay to go out, but let's not go out too often. Now, does anybody know what the most expensive room in the house is? Anybody know I want to move
kitchen,
to
the kitchen.
Yeah, it's the kitchen. The kitchen, we have our nice countertops. We have the refrigerators that we replace every few years, every 10, 15 years. And that's not a cheap thing. And then we also have the granite counters, the beautiful cabinets. What I also find in there is the most expensive cookware. Did anybody know? Has anybody ever seen this kind of cookware in your house?
Sure.
That's right. How many of you guys use Teflon? Does anybody use Teflon? Did you know, when you kind of think about it, 6 months later it's Teflon, don't you think? Where did it go? You ate it, that's right. That's not a good thing, is it? No, it's not. And then we have our trusty cast iron. Now, cast iron's okay, but don't forget to heat it up and to kill all that bacteria in there. You know, we Americans, we don't clean our cast iron. Instead, we just wipe it out, put a little grease in there, and set it aside. We're not killing that bacteria. People are going to the doctor with iron in their gut. That's not a healthy thing. So, then we have our, I keep forgetting what then we have our old stainless steel. Remember those old copper bottom stainless steel pans? That's right, a lot of people got them when they were married. Well, what happens when after a little bit of time, don't they buckle and warp and now your eggs are kind of like all over the place? So that's not a lot of fun, is it? And last, we have aluminum. Does anybody have aluminum? Why do we not like to use aluminum? Did you know that with the aluminum, did you know what the studies have found regarding aluminum? They have found, that's interesting, they have found that there is a tie with a lot of aluminum in a system that brings about Alzheimer's and dementia. It's got the things that we don't even want to see and that we're watching our older generation suffer from. But who wants to see that in their lives? Oh, there it is. It's never on that side. And so what I wanted to show you is, look what happens. I'll have to do that one. Oh no, that you can see that. Look, can you believe all of this aluminum in there? People, we don't even expect that.
It's crazy. Isn't it crazy?
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that out. That's what's going into our food, and we don't even want that to happen. And so we don't mean for it to happen. Didn't I just scrub that pan out? But look. Can you believe this? Do you remember seeing this in your pans? Hi. Come have a seat and enjoy. This is my little demo. Anyway, so that's why we don't like aluminum pans, because they go into our system and they're making America sick. And we like we do like the convenience and the easiness of Teflon, but did you know that underneath all that Teflon is that aluminum? That's sure something we do not want in our systems. No, we have here water-free cooking, and you can find some nice little water-free cooking from China. I'll just go ahead and pass this around. Would you like to see what you can find online from China? Okay, there we go. It's an amazing thing. It's not something that we would want, but just so you know, it is out there. So if you do get something cheap, you will be paying for it. So you always get what you pay for, don't you?
You do.
That's right. In the meantime, I think our carrots are done. Would anybody like to have some of their food sample here, our carrots? So we've hard-boiled. We hard-boiled our carrots today, and just kidding. Anyway, what I have here, we have our vegetables that we did not.
Let's do the comparative and carrots first.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi, how's it going? I'm about to have samples. Would you like to try any?
Oh, I just ate them good.
All right. Oh. Now, who knows what we do in America? Don't we, when we make coffee, don't we have our, don't we? throw our coffee grinds away and just keep the coffee. Isn't that right? These are our carrots cooked with water. So what do we do with our coffee grounds? Don't we throw them away?
Yeah.
How is it that in America, we throw our coffee away and we keep our coffee grounds? Isn't that interesting? No one ever thinks about that, but that's what happened to all our beautiful carrots, our beautiful vegetables that we use with water. They end up getting thrown away, and then we just have the leftovers here. But with this, remember, we did not use any water in our vegetables, and so let's see how they came out. Ready to go.
Wow.
Now, can you smell them? Look how pretty they are. Now look, what I say is, if you can't tell the difference in what you're eating, why invest in a good set of cookware, right? Would anybody like to try some of these and see what you think? You can actually taste the difference. What I'm gonna do? Okay, nobody likes it.
Well, I'll have some. Give me a toothpick.
Would you like some?
Sure, yeah.
I just lost my toothpicks. Here's my I have a container.
Okay.
I just lost it.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, hey, listen, move on.
Anyway.
Move on, you're good. There you go.
Would you like any?
Sure, yeah, let's do it. Keep going.
All
Get rid
right.
of those toothpicks. Let me show you.
Here we go.
Okay, so how are you going to display them on the plate?
I forgot that part. So, how many of you go home, or your husband comes home and he's like, "Where's food on the table?" Just give him some food on the table. Isn't that great? You can give him on a silver platter. You think he'll be happy? So, see, this is why I don't like these under here. I feel like I'm always...
Yeah, and then you want to take your plate and put them on the plate now, right?
Okay, that's first.
Well, no, you take that plate, you put it on the bottom, you flip it over, right?
Yes.
So they go on that plate, they look really pretty. Right now, they don't look right. They don't look nice.
Okay.
Take that plate, and then put the plate on top of it.
Of course, I should not have done that.
Yeah, put the plate on top. Now flip the whole thing over, and now display it. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
And now we have our beautiful veggies.
Looks good.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these around. Anybody who would like to try, please try the carrots cooked with in the water first. That way you can tell the difference. There we go.
No.
And then please try the carrots cooked in the waterless cooking.
Now you want to take paper towel and hand out your corn first, okay?
Okay.
And that's okay, but the corn goes out first, okay?
Yes.
And then the rest of the stuff goes around after, okay?
Sounds good.
Now let's pretend. Give me a piece of your corn.
Have a piece of
Let me try that one.
What I find out here is that it cools down so quickly.
Yeah.
That-
Any outdoor show it well. Okay, so let's continue on now. Like pretend like everyone's eating.
Okay. Now, can you taste the difference?
Oh my gosh, this corn is spectacular.
That's right, it's sweet. I had one kid determined to say I had sugar in the corn, and I did not have any sugar in there. In fact, she asked 3 times. Anyway, I forgot to pass out the cookware, didn't I? I forgot to pass out the cookware.
You did, but it's okay.
All right. So, what did you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so this is waterless cooking. We don't need any water. This is called kitchen craft. What I have used, we've got our kitchen craft. They changed the technology. Remember the old days where they had the oil in the pan? You don't need that anymore because these cook exactly like that. They cook exactly like a convection oven. And all you need to do is go ahead and heat. Even when you make your ground beef, your meats, just wait until you see the vapor, shut it off. This will finish cooking, and I have tried that right over here. I just got lost.
Sorry?
I just got lost. And I have tried it just over here.
Yeah. What we're going to do right now, we're going to transition to your clothes, okay? Put that in the
Okay.
garbage right. So you're going to get rid of that, you're going to get rid of the vegetables, and you're going to
Okay.
transition out to your clothes, okay?
Yes. Now, should I just dump all these away? Because
I wouldn't dump them in front of anyone.
Okay.
I would, especially I would feed them to the neighbors afterwards, right?
Yes, that's what I try.
But never dump nice vegetables in front of them because you're wasting food, okay?
I agree.
So let's transition. Give me your transition to the clothes.
Okay. Now I know some of you are here enjoying the show. Some of you don't know why you're here. And some of you would like a free brochure. Would anybody like a free brochure? All right. So over here, what I have is what I have as the brochure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the sets, and then I am going to go over the prices and tell you what kind of free stuff that we have today. So this is the brochure, and underneath you're going to see the opportunity form. And go ahead and fill that out. We're going to skip that, huh? Go ahead and fill that out. Let me know.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop you. I just want to know, because we'll critique this later on, but I just want to see what you're doing right now. So
okay.
Keep going, okay?
Okay. And before I show that, I would like you to go ahead and pick
Don't
up
worry about that now. We're
okay.
beyond that now. Okay, so you're into the clothes. Okay.
Into the clothes,
Start where you were. So you're showing us the brochure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Brochure. Let me go ahead and go over the pieces really quick, and I'll show you what we have. We have the classic set. Oh, actually, let's start with the kitchen cutter. This is the kitchen cutter. Thank you very much.
Yeah. She's doing fine. You're doing fine. Just keep the smile going. You're doing fine.
Okay. So we have the kitchen cutter, and today this is going to be a free gift to the first couple people. No, this one we can give to everybody.
Well, just make it 2 people.
Okay.
But we're not at that stage yet. Okay. So you haven't gone through and explained all the pieces. You haven't explained all the sets yet. So you want to do that first, and then there's going to be price conditioning. You know, do you have a Williams-Sonoma catalog or?
No, but where can I find one?
Do you Williams-Sonoma? You want to go to the store?
Is there one here?
I don't. You mean at the show?
No, just in this town.
I would do a Google.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Fine, thanks.
Good. I just made some veggies. Would you like to have a sample to see how they are?
Thanks. Just had dinner.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yes.
Or do you have the laminate that has the Williams-Sonoma on it?
No.
So you see, without either of those, you're at a big disadvantage. You need the laminate can come from the company. We have those. We can even email it to you as well,
right.
so you can laminate it yourself if you want.
I'm going to be there Monday.
Yeah, you'll be there. So get the laminate. Okay. So keep going.
Okay. And so we also have the breakfast combo, which is the flat griddle here. We have the griddle, and we also have the 9-inch, skillet saute. Used to be 8.5. And then we also have the 4-quart. We have a 4-quart gourmet cooker. Now remember, this has been here this whole time. Has anyone smelled it? Guess what's underneath? Right in here. I've got a whole chicken here.
Let me see it. Bring it out. Let's take a look at that.
I'm going to go ahead and lay it right there on the. I'm going to go ahead and lay it there on the lid.
No, you can actually hold it out. Just stand up here and just kind of hold it and twist it towards your. Because you're going to have people all the way around. Okay. So
there we go. Anybody smell that? That's a whole chicken
wonderful.
in there.
It looks
See
great.
all that juice in there? I didn't put any juice in there. That all came from the chicken. That all came from those vegetables. And so that's what happens with that gourmet cooker. It seals. You won't even smell anything all day until you open it. All the juice that's from the whole meal will be right inside. You'll have a ton of broth with you. And then we also have the 6-quart. Now that's going to be a little bit bigger than this. It works the same way. It comes with the base. So that base is what makes it, that's the magic of it all. The top, the gourmet cooker, you can go ahead and put it, brown your meat, brown your food on top of the stove, and just bring it over here to the base. You'll be set. Don't even have to worry about it or think about it, but remember to plug it in. It's the hardest thing to know. I can tell you, I keep forgetting a couple of times. Now we have the classic set. So the classic set is for 2 to 3 people. That includes our 3-quart here. We've got a 3-quart, and that is, you can also, that's for your pastas, your soups. Now remember, for the pastas and your beans, you only need half of the water, and it'll take half of the time, so you'll be fine there. We have our 2-quart saucier. Now this, it works as your saucier. You can do your hollandaise sauce, your shrimp scampi. It works well as a double boiler on top of that 3-quart. Or you can turn it upside down. I can cook 10 ears of corn in there. Is that amazing? Remember, no water. Now in this, we have our 10-inch skillet with lid. You can put that on top. Now you have a whole extra burner, because we all know how holidays are. And in that skillet, you can put a frozen chicken breast and a potato. It'll be done in 15 minutes. Can you believe that? Just cut your potato in half and you'll be set. Next to that, should I stay on this side?
Yeah, stay on this side,
Okay.
yeah. Because
Next-
if you have people out there, you're not going to be able to walk around like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
And next to that, we have our 10-inch skillet there, and you'll be able to do your pancakes and sausages, whatever works. You have, and next to that, we have our 1 quart. And that 1 quart is great. That's what we did our vegetables. I also make lasagna in there because it's just me. And next to that, we have our egg. Oh, we have our egg skillet and an egg saute. And I can flip an egg like a pancake. Would anybody like to see that? I always keep a set of eggs here just so I can show. Okay, nobody? All right.
Is this the time when you usually do that, or you do it
Yes.
during your show? You do the egg in
I
your
usually
clothes?
do it right after the vegetables.
So don't go back in your clothes and try and bring it back in.
Okay.
So just remember, you're going to bring it in during your show. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're doing great.
Okay, now that's the classic set. Over here we have our family set. Now this is double the size, but is not double the price. So remember that. Everything's double. We got our, instead of a 1 quart, we have a 2 quart and so on. And then down here we have the family set. And now the family set is, And then we have our, they haven't switched it yet. That's
No,
fine.
and you're using this for now. This is
Yes.
fine. I'm using all my old ones too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The deluxe set. Now the deluxe set includes the small set and it includes the large set because sometimes you only need a little bit and sometimes you got everybody over and you need a lot. So it's something to think about. Also, we have the works, and that includes, we have some of the larger pieces. I don't have any of that. And then we have the
You don't
bakeware.
need to. You don't need to.
Okay.
You can show them on the sheet here because you can't have everything in here.
Yeah.
Now you got a piece of bakeware right there which you
This
can
is
pass
usually
around.
when I pass out the bakeware.
Yeah. Okay. And you got a piece of bakeware over here too, but we're good with that. Okay.
And that is the works. And then, and if you want everything, then we have the complete set, and that includes everything that you see here. And so now it's time for the best part. Who would like to have? Are you guys ready for the prices? Which is the best part. So what I want to show you. Oh, I want to get that laminated. So go ahead. Let me pass these out. Heads. Or 4, I guess was the right thing to say. 4. There you go. Here's your Benzer.
Thank you.
And here is yours. Would you like to follow along? Okay, you're set.
I'm going to leave you.
All right, you have a good one.
I'll be back.
I'll talk to you later.
You'll get it.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right.
Take care, sir.
Okay.
He's a vendor here, right?
He's a vendor right up here.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I thought you said that earlier too. So yeah. Okay. Well, keep going, young lady. You're doing great. You're
Is
doing
it coming
great.
together?
Yeah. Let's coming together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so, and now we're ready for the prices. So what we have for the kitchen cutter. Now this usually comes in and it's $3.95, but today here at the show we're going to go ahead and be running a special for it's free for the sets for the first 2 people who raise their hands, or if you wanted to just buy this by itself, that's only $279. So go ahead and just write $279 over here.
You write it down too.
Okay.
You write it. This is a real demo.
This is where
Yeah.
And then over here next we have the breakfast combo, and that is the skillet,
Square
the
griddle.
the square griddle, and the 9-inch, and that is normally $3.29 each, but today at the fair it's $3.29 together. So that is a great deal, guys.
Writing
So
that
go
down.
ahead and let's go ahead and write our $3.29. I think I'll try to get that laminated today. Again, and then we have our gourmet cooker. This is the 4 quart. Now remember that. What a great job it does. Now that is, I just went blank. I went blank. I have my cheater thing up here.
The price on that
do you
is
ever-
$3.95.
That's right.
$3.95.
Yes. So that's. Did you ever forget, and did you ever just like have a cheat sheet there in case you did?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, especially when they do up new pricing, I will have it written down there in little letters.
Oh,
so I
on
have
yours?
little numbers, so I
Okay.
can kind of follow along.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Very good. Like that. Hey, I like. Okay, so that is $3.95 today, people. People, write your stuff down, people. And then we have our 6 quart. We have our classic set, which is $19.95. It's going to be in the new year, 1897, and so remember that. want to save. So go ahead and write down $19.95. We have our family set. Now remember, that's not double the price, even though it's double the size. That is going to be $21.95. So go ahead and write $21.95 up here. And then we have our deluxe set. Now those are the two together. So today they're only. Do you always give the first price and then the second price?
Oh, if you do,
You always do this one and then this one.
Well,
Hi,
the
guys,
deluxe set,
and
I don't
then-
even give a price. I just said the deluxe set is the most popular set. It's less than the price of a hot tub.
I forgot that.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And they usually go for like a cell phone. This is cheaper than a cell phone or the hospital. And this is cheaper than a hot tub. And then the works, that's even cheaper than.
Don't use the word cheaper, okay? Yeah, I guess I'm not going to critique you too much, but
No.
don't use that word cheaper.
Okay.
You know, you can get it for less than the price of a one-night stay at Florida Hospital
Yes.
for your classic set. Okay, keep going.
Thank you. And then we have artworks. Okay. Now, is there something, a particular set that you would want, Tim? Is there just the two of you? or
Basically,
which
from
one?
here, where you want to go to.
Yeah.
You want to go out of here, and now the best part. Wait a second here. So you're going here.
best part was
You're going into the
the
gifts
prices.
now. Okay. So you've given out the pricing, and you're going. Who likes free stuff? Okay.
All right. Who
Yeah.
likes free stuff?
I do.
All right. Yay, Tim. Well, today is your lucky day. We have. Did you like the kitchen cutter? Do you think you would use that, or your wife?
Now this is where we would do the price conditioning. The Williams-Sonoma, all that good stuff happens right in here.
Oh, it doesn't happen before.
Doesn't happen before. It happens right here, right? And you're going to be price conditioning throughout your demo.
Yes.
But this is where I bring in the Williams-Sonoma stuff. Okay. So just keep going. I know you don't have the material, but do you have something you say about Williams-Sonoma?
I have Williams Sonoma. They have it. It's very similar.
Yeah.
But but you can see the price, how much it is, and I'll usually I can say the price, or
But you don't have anything to show them though.
I don't have it in the show. I don't have
You
not
don't
Williams
have-
Sonoma.
You don't have. Okay. So go ahead. Just do your normal demo. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because usually, yeah. All right.
So this is your gift giving section now. Okay. So let's go to
So
the
the
gifts.
one gift would be the kitchen cutter. Will you be using the kitchen cutter? No, can I have something else? I would like something else. Well, is there something in particular? Because they do have other prizes you can have.
Don't worry about the substitutions right now. Just give
Okay.
the kitchen cutter. Okay. Keep it clean. Okay.
Thank you.
Because if you go in and start saying, if you don't want this, get this. Now your show's gonna break down. Okay.
Okay.
So let's keep this demo clean and just talk about giving away the kitchen cutter. Okay.
Sounds good.
And then move to the gourmet cooker. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, then our kitchen. And then also today we're having for this show, we're having the kitchen cutter, and the four-quart gourmet cooker. Who liked that four-quart gourmet cooker? Did anybody like that? Wasn't that a great gift to take home?
Yeah.
And then we only had the two. I've been doing the 4-quart and the 6-quart.
Well, usually we
Just like
upgrade
that.
to the 6-quart, but we're not doing that anymore. So
Right,
so
it's only the
don't
4-quart.
worry about it. Okay.
Okay. I was been looking at it over, that other one. Oh, let's see. I've been so one-on-one in here, I've really forgotten this part. I
Yeah.
really have.
That's okay. We're going to stop it right now. We're going to stop it right now. So this is.